Hey, hello, how do you do? Shady Doorags here, and welcome to another episode of Episode Rundown, where I, Shady Doorags, run down the episodes of Miraculous, Tales of Ladybug, and Cat Noir. And today we're looking at an episode number, Troublemaker. So this is in between the two Queen episodes, and apparently there's going to be a third one. People say it's going to be a part 3 of the Queen episodes. So I was right to not do a reaction to this one because this one has nothing to do with the whole Chloe getting her miraculous thing and whatnot. Instead, what this episode is about, well, let's start from the beginning. The episode starts with Jagged Stone arguing with his manager, the guy with the guy, and he's arguing with his manager because his manager wants him to go on a show to increase popularity of Jagged Stone. Jagged doesn't want to do it because it has nothing to do with him, but it focuses in on his assistant, Penny, I think is her name. Yeah, Penny, who is rearranging everything, trying to keep everything peaceful. And you can immediately tell this is who the Akuma is going to be. I'm going to be honest, I forgot Penny was even a character. Like, when I think of Jagged Stone, I don't think of Penny. I think of Jagged Stone and I think of the manager. I completely forgot Penny was there. But I like this character. She's an assistant character. And I've put on record many times that I like those types of characters. And she's stressing out, trying to get everything going smooth for Jagged. And they make it obvious that she has a crush on Jagged. But they never really just go into that. They just kind of give that detail. So she suggests that Jagged do a show. I think it's the same show the manager was presenting. Penny says that Jagged do it at Marinette's bakery, her parents' bakery. And Jagged is actually, he considers himself like, I guess for lack of a better term, he's a fan of Marinette's work because he's worked with Marinette and he loved her style for his album and the sunglasses she got him. So he loves the idea. So they go to Marinette's bakery and they do a show there with Marinette's parents. And it's all going good. Marinette told everybody from the school to watch the show. So Adrian is one of the people watching the show, which gives Adrian an excuse to see the whole Akuma thing happen. But what winds up happening is Jagged Stone has to go to the bathroom to wash up because he gets covered in flour. He goes up. They tell him the bathroom is upstairs. This is interesting. It has nothing to do with the plot, but it's something I noticed. They never, before now, have showed how many flights of stairs Marinette's place have. Marinette's place has, like, 3 sets of stairs. First of all, it's really weird that they're on the bottom floor, the first floor. They say the bathroom's upstairs, and they go up all 3 flights. Like, or is it 2 flights? I think it's either 3 stories or 3 flights of stairs. Marinette lives in the attic, so I'm thinking it's 3 flights. But anyway, they go all the way up. Like, there's so many stairs they have to go up because they show Marinette run up all the stairs. Second, I'm thinking, Marinette's parents, they must make a really, really good living. They got this whole building to themselves that's like 3 stories, or maybe it's not the whole building, but they got 3 stories to themselves. One is a bakery, and they've got a really good view. Like, I guess, I don't know how coveted that is in Paris, but a place like that in like America, that would be a really good place. Like, and it's kind of the running theme of any Paris-related show that you have a good view of the Eiffel Tower. But yeah, I didn't realize that their place was that big. I was thinking though, on some episodes, like there's one episode where Adrian knocks on Marinette's door. Some might not. No, it was Cat Noir. Cat Noir knocks on Marinette's door, and you see flights of stairs. I'm like, doesn't she live in the same building as the bakery? Where's the bakery? So it might be the whole building. But anyway, I thought that was just interesting how they have those whole 3 flights or 3 stories or whatever to themselves. But anyway, Jagged goes up to Marinette's room and, he's just being curious, being naive. And he goes up there and the cameras need him for the show. So they go looking for him and they bring the cameras in the Marinette's room. And the cameras point to all these pictures of Adrian. And freaking Jagged Stone it's like, hey, she must have a crush on this guy. Oh my goodness. It's like, I wanted to be so mad at Jagged, but at the same time, he was pushing the whole relationship thing forward. I was like, this is what I've been wanting. So now it's been revealed to Adrian that Marinette likes him. Like, I mean, even if he couldn't figure it out, Jagged literally says, oh, she must have a huge crush on him. So, and not only Adrian, but Marinette told everybody at school to watch the show. I mean, most people already know that Marinette likes, or the girls all know that Marinette likes Adrian. I don't know about the guys. But Marinette sees what they're filming. She runs up the stairs, and then this whole hoopla happens because Jagged is allergic to the flower that's on him. The news thing wants to keep filming. Marinette wants them out of her room. So Penny's trying to take care of the whole situation. I like how Penny handles it. Penny forces everybody out of the room because that's just the right thing to do. The fact that they were in Marinette's room was an invasion of privacy. And then after everybody gets out, she has to take a moment for herself because she's so stressed out. Hawkmoth senses the stressed out feelings and targets the Akuma, and he targets her pen because that's the thing she clicks to be stressed. And she becomes Troublemaker, who basically is Kitty Pryde. She can phase through objects and whatnot. And the motivation was weird though, because the motivation was you want to cause trouble for everyone else. You would think it would be she doesn't want any trouble to happen, so that way she can do her job. Like that's what you think the motivation would be. But she goes and she starts causing trouble. That Adrian sees it on TV, and that causes him to become Cat Noir and go down. Obviously, Marinette's there, so she becomes Ladybug, and they begin to proceed to stop it. Now, a couple things interesting happen here. One, Cat Noir sees the pictures of Adrian, and he's like staring at them. Of course, Ladybug's trying to keep him from doing that because she's embarrassed that people are seeing pictures of Adrian in her room. But like, he doesn't present any thoughts at the time at it. He's just looking at it. And, it gives you something to theorize on when you see this episode. The other interesting thing that happens is they're having a hard time catching this criminal. So Ladybug does her lucky charm, and it gives her a broken plate. And she looks on the floor and she sees glue. I have no idea how the broken plate helped her in this situation. Like, she's holding it up to her face. It's like, oh, I have to defend myself as a plate. Like, and then when Troublemaker comes to grab her, she immediately throws the plate. I have no idea what the plate did in that situation. Because what she did was she glued her earrings on so that the lady couldn't take them off, which you would think she would do that every single time. You're not supposed to put glue on your body, but if the magic ladybugs are just going to fix everything, then they should do that every time. They should just glue their Miraculouses to their bodies. Another thing, people are getting closer and closer to taking these Miraculouses. Like, they took she took one of Marinette's earrings, and Ladybug was actually turning back to Marinette. Got farther than Dark Owl, because Dark Owl got real close to taking him. Yeah, they eventually defeat her. Other than that stuff, like, nothing too special happens. They eventually defeat her. And the show, one other thing that did happen, I forgot to mention this. Marinette's parents, when they started filming again, they were so upset that Marinette was so upset that they were like, we don't want to do this anymore. Now, I think that's bad for them to do as people, because you don't just cut a broadcast like that in the middle of shooting. But I think it's good of their characters. Like, their characters have been shown to be extremely loving and caring of their daughter. So, I like that was thrown in there. But anyway, the interesting part happens when Marinette goes back to school. She tries to sneak in without anybody really noticing her because it's going to be extremely embarrassed to talk to anybody, like even Alia, about those pictures in her room. Oh, they do a really good joke. Like, I knew it was coming. It was an obvious joke, but I still laughed at it when it happened, where she sneaks past everybody, gets to her locker, and she's like, phew, I'm safe. And she closes the door, and Adrian is standing right there. Again, it was obvious, but I found it really entertaining. So Adrian, what he says is, she's trying to stammer, like, find an excuse of why she has those pictures. Adrian says, I'm used to it. I have a lot of fans. Hey, why don't you come to one of my shoots? Later, and he looks at her and he says, I'm really glad that you're one of my fans. Now, it seems to me, I've said this before and I was wrong when I said it then, it seems to me that Adrian knows Marinette likes him, but he's trying to play it off like he doesn't. Well, I didn't say that exact thing, but I said something similar. But it seems that Adrian, he knows Marinette likes him, but he's trying to play it off until she's more comfortable with telling him. Or something to that, because the way he phrases his words, he's like, I'm really glad you're one. He's a big fan of Marinette. And sometimes all it takes for you to start liking someone is to know they like you. It's like, it doesn't occur in your mind that you could be a couple, but then once they show interest, you're like, oh yeah, I can see this working. So that's quite possible. But Marinette doesn't really know that Adrian... If Adrian does know, because he's shown to be the thickest character in the show, if he does know that Marinette likes him, Marinette does not know that he knows. because he played it off. But yeah, that was the episode, and I highly enjoyed it. I thought the villain was fun. I thought the whole antics going on was fun. And I just really enjoy that they're pushing the relationship more some. There's a train in the background. I don't know if you guys can hear it. But I enjoy that they're pushing the relationship more. I just want that to be out there. Like, the plot demands that this whole secret identity thing come to an end, because it just doesn't make sense. So they really got to get the I like you stuff out of the way, because that's what's driving the whole you're not allowed to know each other. It's not plot wise, but concept wise. You know, it's like I said in the review, people concept wise, they love that little shipping thing where it's like, oh, they don't know who each other is, but they secretly like each other. So that's got to end in order for us to not need it anymore, and they can finally reveal their secret identities. I know most of you are way ahead of me, and you probably are going to be like, Shady, they've already revealed their secret identities in the season 2 finale. Just you wait. Well, we'll see. Next episode is the part 2 of the Queen one. I'm going to be reacting to that. I'm going to be reacting to part 3 as well. I didn't realize there was a part 3, but apparently somewhere in the rest of season 2 there is a part 3. I'll be reacting to that as well, provided the whole copyright things like stay calm. Because the last reaction got copyright claimed. I fought it, and it's finally gone. I've taken care of all the copyright claims on my channel, so we're good for now. But just assuming that, you know, they stay that way, yeah, we'll proceed with the reaction videos. Because I was this close to be like, okay, nah, I can't do another reaction video until I take care of all these copyright claims. But all of them went away relatively quickly. So I will see you guys in the next episode, because that's going to be fun. Like I said, reaction video. This has been Shady Doorags. So long, farewell, Auf Wiedersehen.